Jay Warren has been covering the story in Moscow, where we have sadly one fatality and just a village devastated. Jay, what do you have for us now?
Well, Carol, yes, just to reiterate, Carol Forsty is a woman who died in Moscow. Her husband, Butch, is a custodian here in the New Richmond School District, and her house was just absolutely devastated, and the crews were trying to get debris off of, tried to get to her. They had to bring heavier equipment in. They actually had a bobcat to begin with, and they needed something definitely stronger to lift all the debris out of there. And, you know, as I was down there trying to ask, several times ignored by firefighters, and that did not bode well. I have to tell you, I think that it was already they knew, and it was weighing heavy on their hearts at that point. So Carol Forsty, the one fatality in Moscow. I'm here at the New Richmond High School, where the Red Cross has set up a shelter now in the multi-purpose room here at the high school. And they are set up for anywhere from 60 to 200 people who may need to shelter tonight and for the next several nights. We understand from the shelter manager that some volunteers here in New Richmond actually just came up and worked with her, and they set this shelter up in the course of about 45 minutes. So I know that I've sent back a few still photos that if we haven't seen them already, they have numerous cots ready to go for people to use tonight. And at last check, they had brought in some pizzas for some people who had come here aboard a bus. We understand that at least 10 people are here from Moscow who will be using the shelter tonight, and they're expecting again dozens more. They're of course not sure, because some people will be able to stay with friends or family, what have you, but again they are prepared to take as many as 200 people to this shelter in New Richmond. And right now the Red Cross, the manager here at the shelter is saying that when it comes to clothing or other items like that, that is not something that they can use here and now. They go ahead and donate those to St. Vincent de Paul, because the Red Cross will then send those people to those other organizations. But what the Red Cross does need is money, and you can earmark the money, the donations that you make to this incident. So for the tornado that happened in Moscow, you can actually earmark that money. It will go to the Red Cross, and then the Red Cross will use that to buy food, to buy other drink, etc., things that it needs here and now. And another way that the Red Cross helps is that money will be spent here in the area, so it helps the economy here locally. So anyone that perhaps suffered damage, etc., that money will go into this economy here locally. So that's a very important thing that the Red Cross does. Again, the shelter is set up right now. They've had a couple of buses come in at this point, and again, they are just sort of waiting to go. They're eating and staying warm. Again, the temperature has dropped out here significantly out here, so very cold, and of course those emergency crews in Moscow dealing with these cold temperatures. So this will be a very long night and a very long weekend as they try to clean up in Moscow. Carol?